Hey there. So this past weekend, Graham Crackers Comics had their half off back issue sale, and they had other things on sale too. But I kind of just focused on the comic books. They also had like merchandise and supplies were on sale, and I was gonna pick up some bags of boards too, but it came down to that age old question of do I spend money on supplies or do I buy more comics? And I went more comics this time. But yeah, I thought I'd go through today what I picked up. I got a stack of books here that I got taking advantage of their sale, so I thought I'd go through those here. So first up, I've got this issue number 7 of Redcoat. Now, this wasn't part of the sale. This was just a new book that I get that I missed out on, and so I picked this one up off the shelf just because this is a series I'm getting and I missed this issue. But I wasn't going to pass it up when I saw it there. So then, kind of starting with the books I bought that were on sale, this is Batgirl number 40, and this is from the New 52 run of the book. So yeah, just a couple random issues here of Batgirl that I'm missing from that run. So then I've got 41 here, and we've got the James Gordon Batman when he was in the sort of Batman mech suit for a while. I think people had called this like the Bunny Ears Batman or something like that. And again, pretty much, so all the rest of the stuff I got here is stuff that I do have on my list. These are all books I am looking for. I didn't make any, like impulse purchases or anything like that. These are all books I am looking for. I've got about 3,000 comics I'm, looking for on my want list. And so these were all from that. So then I found this issue of Brave and the Bold, number 134. They had several issues of Brave and the Bold in there, but this one was in pretty good shape. And we've got this crazy cover of, Batman getting ready to shoot Green Lantern here. But yeah, even for like the dark cover, this one's still in really good shape. Yeah, we've got a Hostess ad with Wonder Woman right here on the inside. And the pages are, they're not white, but they still look pretty good for a book that is this old. This is, 1977. So yeah, this one, classic ad there on the back. So yeah, this one's in pretty good shape, so I'm really happy with that. And again, this is a series I'm trying to collect. I'm not going to get everything, but, I'm really interested in when this book turned into a Batman team-up book, so that's kind of what I'm collecting with these. Then we have a random issue of Batman Confidential. I still don't have all the issues of these. This was a series that I started to collect as it came out, and I kind of trailed off at a certain point, so now I'm going back and getting the ones I'm missing. Then we just have like another random Batman book. This is Batman Nevermore number 3. And again, I have a couple issues of this. It's just something I pick up when I find it cheap. And so that was all the DC stuff I got. Then I kind of went over to Marvel because I haven't been getting a lot of Marvel books lately. Like, there's not a lot of new stuff they're doing I'm really interested in right now. So I found this. This is the second issue of Girl Comics. This is a mini series they did. And I'm pretty sure this was all like female creators working on this. And we got this nice Jill Thompson cover here. And for some reason, I don't have a lot of Jill Thompson stuff. I don't know why. I don't, wasn't anything intentional. I just haven't ended up with a lot of her work for some reason. I don't know. So then we've got some issues of Sensational She-Hulk. And this is the 80s series that, John Byrne worked on a lot. So this was a book I've been collecting for years now. My goal was to kind of have the whole run before the She-Hulk show came out. Well, that didn't happen. The show's been out for quite a while now. But I do have most of like the key issues and, the sort of pricier ones. So I'm just kind of filling in kind of random holes now with what I need. This one's got, again, this sort of, not bait and switch, but definitely kind of misleading covers they used to do, as a joke. So it says featuring Doctor Doom's fifth cousin. So yeah, we have somebody who apparently has got some connection to Doctor Doom here on the cover. And, that was something they would do in that series. And then we've got number 38 here. We've got 46. So real nice kind of puzzle cover here by Byrne. Then we've got issue 49. I think this is a story they did where She-Hulk and Wheezy kind of switch bodies or something like that. I think I might have an issue of this story, but, not this one. Then moving on to Amazing Spider-Man. So I'm trying to collect the Gauntlet storyline from a few years back, and they're not really hard to find, but I haven't been doing too good with collecting them, and I think I figured out what the issue is. I use the CLZ app to keep track of my collection and what I'm looking for. And so, you know, you have different listings for the different volumes of Amazing Spider-Man. Well, all of them are under A except for the second volume, which is under T for The Amazing Spider-Man. So that was super annoying, and I didn't realize it till I was in the comic shop the other day looking through these. And so now I realize, oh, I probably haven't been looking for these because they're not showing up on my list when I'm looking for books. So I went in and kind of changed that. I'm going to have to do some kind of rearranging of my list in the app there. Then we've got issue 622. This is, the Morbius issue. So yeah, I read the Gauntlet story years back on Marvel Unlimited, which is how I read a lot of Marvel stuff anymore. But it is almost sort of like a Nightfall kind of story for Spider-Man, so he fights a lot of his kind of classic villains throughout the course of the story. Then I got 624, and so this is an issue with Vulture. I can't remember which Vulture this is in the story. I don't think it's the old man Vulture, though. I think it might be one of the younger ones that they've done. Then this is a book I was kind of happy to find. So this is Ruse, and this is from CrossGen Comics. But this was in the Marvel section because eventually Marvel bought out CrossGen. So CrossGen was an independent company years ago. They did a lot of books. The only one I really cared about was this book, Ruse, by Mark Waid. So this is basically sort of like a Sherlock Holmes type character. And then his assistant here has like supernatural powers. And I don't have all of the first series yet, but it's sort of a question of, does the character know that she has powers or not? And, she kind of helps him along without him knowing sometimes. But it's always a thing of, like, does he really know what's going on? But so this isn't from the first series. This is from 2011, I think, when Marvel brought back some of the cross-gen stuff. And they did this 4-issue Ruse series. And so there's number 1, and then number 2, number 3, and number 4. So I found, the whole mini-series there, so that was nice. Yeah, I like this book. Again, I'm still collecting the first volume, but to get all 4 of them here was pretty nice. Like, I've got the whole mini-series here. So that was kind of nice. Just, it's nice when you can kind of clean up with the whole, story or a series like that at once. Kind of convenient. But yeah, so I think it's maybe about 19, 20 books I picked up here. So yeah, got all these. Again, these are all books I'm looking for. Just a few more things to cross off the list, so that's always nice. And, they were on sale, so that's a plus, too. So, yeah, again, a lot of people were in there going through the Marvel boxes, so I wasn't sure how much I'd actually be able to find. So this is pretty good considering. And, again, I didn't go too crazy. I think, this was probably right around $50 I spent. And so, that's, $100 worth of books with the sale. So that's nice. Holidays are coming up. Try not to go too crazy right now with buying too much. But, yeah, I got these. Glad I've got them. A few more books to tick off. Have you found anything cool lately? Have you been finding any good back issues you're looking for? Did you go to the sale? Are there any good sales in your areas? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X at Detective651. Also on Instagram at Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.